Hello Gemini, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining. All right, Gemini, while I was starting the beginning of the video, recording the introduction video there, I started feeling like a lot of anxiety. It's your birthday. Either your birthday is just past or your birthday is coming up, and no, I don't want you to feel this anxiety, Gemini. Feeling like a lot of, like you feel like things are out of your control. I'm hearing you need to just see where things go. You're on a journey, you're on a path for something. Okay, so we're going to use this as past, present, future, advice, influences, obstacles, and outcome. All right, the Two of Swords. You're not seeing the truth. You're not seeing the truth. Not seeing the truth. Not seeing the truth. It feels like you're not looking inward. There's something about yourself you're not looking at that you're not wanting to see. That's a journey. That's a path for you. So I'm going to let you figure it out. I'm sure you know what it is. Present. The Knight of Swords. Well, lots of air energy going on here, Gemini. So things are moving fast. Obviously, he's jumping to it. Giddy up and so forth. So things are moving quickly. Quick changes. Quickly. And that's probably why you feel like you're out of control, because you're going into June here just sort of feeling like, why are things happening so quickly? Or why have things been happening so quickly? What is my need to control this? What is my need to control this? I'm hearing that. Future. The King of Pentacles. So, is this the future going to be responsible and steady? Or is this greed, untrusting? And I feel like this is really about you, Gemini. This sort of inner struggle on what you want to be, who you are. And this is the thing about greed, is it's okay to be a little selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a line that you don't want to cross. Because if you do, can you come back? Can you be the best version of yourself if you cross that greed line? Because you're wanting to hang on to something so badly. To this control so badly. Interesting. So the Five of Cups for advice. It's okay for things not to be perfect. I feel like some of you are being self-destructive here. Yes, definitely there's some self-destruction happening here. Oh, this really feels like you guys need to do some shadow work. Okay, so what is shadow work? So things you put in your shadow that you don't want to face. They can be positive and they can be negative. You know, you may not want to see that you've been hurting yourself with something like alcohol, so you stick it in your shadow so you don't have to look at it. You know, you may not want to see that perhaps you're being controlling, because I'm hearing controlling a lot. So you want to stick that in your shadow. You may not want to see the mistakes you've made, and you may want to be blaming them on somebody else. So taking a look at mistakes and thinking, are these really the end all? Is this mistake really, you know, so horrible we can't come back from it? Or maybe you think it was a mistake because it's not what you would do, and this other person in your life did something opposite of what you would do. And that's okay. That doesn't make it a mistake. So for advice, you have to support yourself. You have to tell yourself it's okay to make mistakes, because success is built off of failure. And you had to fall. You had to hit that rock bottom. So that you could find your way back up. Influences. So I feel like you are your own worst enemy. I've been saying that, though. We have the King of Swords, and he represents air sign, and Gemini, you are an air sign here. So are you going to be your unreasonable self, or are you going to use logic here? Because I feel like you have been jumping into things you're just jumping to conclusions. And you're not really seeing the whole picture here when it comes to other people. And when it comes to yourself. The conclusion of what you think how things should be or what should be, instead of being guided, allowing your guides to show you that it's okay for others to think differently than you. Or it's okay to fail so that you can become more successful. So how will you let things influence you? Logically? Or emotionally? Or both? But focusing on it in a high vibrational way. The Four of Swords. Your obstacle. You're putting so much pressure on yourself. You're overextending yourself. You've got to delegate. You don't have to do this alone. You feel like you're doing it alone, but you're not. You have support. You have a team around you. Nice. Temperance. That's your outcome, your possible outcome. Of course, you have control over the direction that you take. But she is about adapting and balancing. Learning to adapt to situations so that you can find balance. That is your possible outcome. All right, let's get you some oracle cards here, Gemini. I really like the Temperance card for you. Really, really do. Okay. Expansion, earth, and compassion. So this is a growth period for you. This is an opportunity for you for this balance. While you are an air sign, you really need to be remaining grounded. You need to have compassion with yourself and with others. This is how you will find your balance. This is how you will be able to grow. This is how, it feels like you have a dream. You want something to be a very certain way. And for you to get there, for that to happen for you, it's about slowing down and having compassion with yourself and with others. Loosening your grip, because remember, the tighter you squeeze, the faster it will seep through your fingers. June is an opportunity. It really feels like an opportunity here. About you learning that not everything can be controlled. Things are going to move and change, and that's what's happening right now, and it's happening quick. And no, I'm sorry, you don't get to control it. You are not the master of this. Nobody is. Control is an illusion. So going with the flow, but staying grounded and the best version of yourself. In the best version of yourself. Using logic to ground yourself. And this is the thing about being grounded. I'm hearing you definitely need to take your shoes off and walk around barefoot. But this is the thing about being grounded. You aren't being tied down. You are energy, and energy is flowing. It is constantly flowing. So sending your root chakra, that grounding tube down through your chair that you're sitting in right now, or your bed, your car seat. Even if you're driving, this is happening. Down through the dirt and the gravel, the rocks, the crystal, the lava, all the way down into the center, to the core of the earth, and wrapping that energy, that grounding tube that you've sent down around the core. And then spread that grounding tube out wide around your hips, and you can still fly. You're just connecting yourself to the earth energy. Air is part of the earth energy. Earth, air, water, fire. Just take a breath, Gemini. It is going to find itself to balance. It is going to work out. If you choose to take the smooth road, or the road with many potholes and divots, they're still going to get to the same place. So don't make this journey harder than it has to be, is what I'm hearing. Because it will balance itself out. Everything is going to work itself out. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope this reading helps you and makes your journey a little bit more smooth this month. And again, I appreciate you watching. Please show some love with a thumbs up on the video. Comment your zodiac sign below, even if you're cross watching. I appreciate you guys.